Fat does not make you fat. Calories don't matter. Let's get into it again. Welcome, everyone, to my crazy life, but very humbled by my life experience. Let's get right on to the subject of gaining weight on ketogenic carnivore diets, why you're gaining weight, and that the fat calories don't matter. People are still questioning this over and over and over again. It is not about the fat, it is about your broken hormones. So, what are those broken hormones? Insulin, a glucagon, leptin, estrogen, thyroid hormones, reproductive hormones, yes, your hormones. Problem is that your body is not in balance. For example, your thyroid. A lot of you guys have low T3, or you'll make perfect numbers, right? Reverse T3 is fine, your TPO antibodies are fine, T4 is fine, but you're having all the symptoms like your hair is falling out, you're gaining weight, you're cold, dry skin, bunch of weird stuff, constipated, tired, gaining weight. And you all think that you take these labs and that the labs say that you're fine, so you think you're fine. You can make thyroid hormone and not uptake it into the cells. So basically, you're still tanking. So maybe perhaps it's your thyroid freaking out because you're not in ketosis doing a ketogenic / carnivore diet, because your body needs energy. And if your body is not getting the energy that it needs, it will go into these sort of survival processes like gluconeogenesis, which is the body's ability to create blood sugar to give you the energy that you need by breaking down the body, essentially eating itself through gluconeogenesis, and your body can skyrocket up to diabetic high numbers eating nothing. What's making it skyrocket? You don't have any energy coming in. Food is gasoline. Like if your body's a car, you need to fuel the car. If you don't fuel the car, the body can make energy out of eating itself. And you don't want to do that because your regulatory systems are already wacky. You don't sleep well, you're toxic. Now your blood sugar is skyrocketing. And when your blood sugar skyrockets, you store fat. I don't care if you're eating fat or eating carbs or eating air. You're gonna store fat if the blood sugar starts to spike. And that can be from fasting and one meal a day and too much protein. These are some of the ways that your blood sugar can spike. Stress, poor sleep, inflammation, histamine. So you can do this carnivore diet. And you can hope for weight loss. But if you don't get into ketosis because your protein's too high, you start storing fat, and then you all start counting calories. And the more you drop the fat, the fatter you get. How's that possible? Because you're eating protein. Do you guys understand? You're eating too much protein. And what your body cannot use converts into glucose, skyrockets the blood sugar. Insulin, the hormone, comes and puts it in the fat cells, which are storage closets for toxins and energy. The body does not understand that we live in the modern time. So let's get fat because there's feast and famine. And you're stressed and the body's running from a line, but there's no line. It's just jobs and bills and relationships and, just doing bad things, poor quality food and all of that. But the actual calories aren't making you fat. It's how your body utilizes the hormones, utilize those calories. Are you going to burn it off? You're going to use it as energy. You're going to store it. If you store it, it's going to be stored as triglycerides. You're going to get fat. And here's the problem. If you're constipated and your liver's sluggish, then you're just recycling estrogen. And this is signaling your body to store more fat, because that's why women have more fatty bits on the body than a man does. They have more lean mass. That means they have a revved up metabolism, and we don't. Women's bodies are very complicated. So people go and run to the HRTs. No, don't do that. That's going to wreck you. And that's going to make your adrenals not do their job. And you could have a propensity to have health issues from this fakeness. Also the thyroid meds. You must balance your life. Calories don't matter. That's the reason why I stay lean on very high calorie, because I'm in ketosis. I've trained my body to get into ketosis. All these people keep talking about ketosis that were never in ketosis. All these doctors from, let's say, Paul Saladino. Oh, ketosis isn't good. Or Thomas DeLauer saying, oh, ketosis isn't good because it's not good. That's illogical. It's an illogical fallacy. There's a lot of people who've been doing keto diets since the trend a long time ago, where now we can see what happens to people who become ketotic over time. Like, you're not aging as much because of the advanced glycation end products slow down that adrenal response. Your body's getting fat everywhere. It's got fat everywhere to draw from. That's why I'm not fat. Eating high fat. Y'all know that I eat over about 220 grams of fat a day, often more. And it goes into the dermis layers of the skin, your lungs, your reproductive hormones, production of DHEA, and your reproductive hormones. Even if your ovaries have gassed out, your adrenals still work. We still need substrate to make our reproductive hormones, even though we're not producing a child. Some of us who are almost 60, like me. The point is that I'm not fat because of the calories. I'm not fat because I've regulated my hormones, sleep hormones, thyroid hormones, reproductive hormones, fight or flight hormones. All of these must be in check. So, detoxing, getting rid of parasites, heavy metals, plastics, quality of air, how you sit, how you stand, how you walk, grounding, connecting to nature, being around trees. All of these things will put your body into a state of a homeostatic balance, the quality of food. But if you think you're just going to do a diet and voila, be healthy, you are mistaken. You've been lied to too many times. I don't care that, this person, that person lost 60 pounds doing a carnivore diet. They also had problems with their electrolytes. Without a shadow of a doubt. They just don't mention it. That's all. Pretty simple. You can omit some of the difficulties and just focus on all the wonderful things that happen with carnivore diets, but no one's talking about getting into ketosis. And this is how you train your body to burn stubborn body fat without counting a calorie. Fat has more calories than carbs, but fat does not incite insulin if you're insulin sensitive. That's what you want to do. You want to focus on repairing your hormones. Go to bed early. Sleep hormones. Breathing properly. Getting cortisol down. Regulating T3 production. Eat foods that have the substrates that your thyroid needs, like vitamin C, vitamin D, the B complex, selenium, minerals, iodine from seafood. And then you have your reproductive hormones. You have your gut from quality of food that can if you seal the gut wall with zinc and copper, now your hormones can balance properly when you are absorbing your electrolyte minerals like magnesium. And it's all intertwined. The elbow bone connects to the nose bone. It just does. You're not going to do a carnivore diet or a ketogenic diet and listen to people telling you to prime and not poop and just telling you weird ass stuff that y'all start believing, and then fasting on top of that, and then you're going to fix all this stuff, because I'm telling you, the gurus are omitting, not all of them. Paul said he had problems. Sean Baker said he had neck pain, but the rest of them ain't being honest. What did Thomas DeLauer said? I don't think it's good to have saturated fat over a while. What are you talking about? Y'all, they drink the Kool-Aid for keto. Then they switch to fasting. Then they switch to carnivore. And they push carnivore hard. And, well, people are having problems. So then they start speaking against carnivore. And carnivore is great. It's absolutely fantastic for the short term to get your inflammation down. Then you got to learn how to rotate the food, because food has different nutrients for different reasons. And the oxalate freak out fear, your body can get rid of oxalates when you don't overdo it and when you're eating oxalate-rich food seasonally. We're just so ill-informed. Everybody wants a shortcut. Sometimes things take 3 months, 6 months, a year to keto adapt, to fix the gut wall, to get your thyroid to start working again, to get your blood pressure balanced and absorb your minerals and your water and balance your electrolytes and get your sleep on par. Because the diet ain't going to fix these things. These are hormones. And you have to fix the hormones. You have to get rid of the heavy metals and the plastics and the stress and the way you breathe. And a lot of people don't work out right, or they don't work out enough. When I get my house finished, y'all, I'm going to show you how I cook. I'm going to show you how I exercise and how to do this as you get older, men, and of course women, because I'm a woman. And I finally have gone through menopause at 55. And you want to mitigate all of the problems like the depression and the weight gain and the hot flashes and the sleepless nights by getting your stress down, by getting foods that your body needs, following a circadian rhythm, breathing properly, exercise properly. I'm going to show you guys how to do these things and why fat is so important for the dermis layers of the skin, not the fruit. Y'all doing carnivore with fruit are asking for serious problems. Sugar is sugar is sugar. And it ages the cells through advanced glycating cells. Stop with the carnivore and sugar. That's a whole nother video. Now I gotta go and edit this. And yes, get ready for tomorrow's course lesson on my page, which is what I really love, and you guys should check it out. Through StephaniePerson.com. It's a $15 a month subscription. I do consultations. This is what I do for a living. I've been doing this for a very long time, so don't be surprised. I won't sell you a car, but I will show you everything that I've learned over the years. I think I'm, besides Dr. Berg and maybe Maria Emmerich, who's got an eating disorder, in my opinion, we the oldest ones around. Maria and Berg and myself. The rest of these people came later after the fact. The Chafies and the steak and butter gallon. God knows who's come later. Sometimes it takes years to really understand the red thread through people, to put people in groups like you're the histamine group. This can spike your blood sugar and, of course, blood sugar, insulin, hormone, store fat, if you don't balance your body. The whole thing about histamine is huge. The electrolyte issue is huge. The reproductive hormones, huge. Digestion. You guys can eat protein and have foamy urine because you're not even absorbing the protein. That's a whole nother video. Comment below. Are you still scared about calories? Don't. Because if you can regulate your stress and mitigate it and learn how to treat your body like you're training for the Olympics, but you're really excited about it, and you're patient and you're disciplined, you will start to see you get into ketosis. Your ketones go up, and you're like, get off the coffee and get off the cheese and get off the nuts and get off the salads and stop eating twice a day. Please stop eating twice a day. Eat small meals throughout the day. That's a whole nother video, and I'm out. You can find me at Stephanie Ketogenic on my Instagram, Stephanie the Business Person on my Facebook fan page. What else? All these stupid social media things. Can't stand them. But they are a necessary evil. My website is stephanieperson.com. If you need to book a consultation, or like I said, look into the group where I cover all 3 diets: keto, carnivore, and low carb, high fat, because they all have their place for certain reasons that most gurus don't talk about. They're just like, no, carnivore, keto, keto. Like, no, like carnivore is fruit, fasting, fat. No, people, it is not that simple. Everybody is different. Everyone's body responds to these diets differently, and your existing health is different from the next person. So it doesn't matter what somebody else does. It only matters what your body does. Can I speak English? It only matters how your body responds to whatever you put it through. I hope that makes sense. And I'm out. Peace. Energy-ish.